Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Well, thank you very much for joining us for this series on Introduction to ICNA and its entities and chapters and projects. In this segment, I'm going to try to focus on briefly on the actual execution mechanism that we have within ICNA that actually carries the work of ICNA on an everyday basis. Brothers and sisters, the way the structure of ICNA works today is, as I said in the very beginning of this course, that you have the national structure with the president or the emir, and then you have the national shura, and they all work very closely with each other to ensure that nationally the organization is represented properly. Now, it's very understandable that United States of America and this country is a large country, and in order to be able to become relevant to society, we have to be present in every location where we are interacting with people. A grassroots organization, one of the key elements of that organization is that you have people on the ground who are able to form chapters and units, and they have presence on the ground in these different localities around the country. This is the execution leg of the organization. This is where chapters are able to assemble and discipline and organize. And as a matter of fact, they are the ones who are really taking the vision and the mission of the organization and putting it into action. So ICNA, alhamdulillah, as you can see in this map, has been around the country and over 40 chapters in different parts of the country. Many major cities have ICNA chapters with a large number of membership. The model that we have adopted is most of these chapters, especially the large chapters, they are a 501c3 nonprofit organizations themselves, which pretty much mimic the same bylaws and organization of the national organization. These chapters hold elections, and they elect the president or the emir of that chapter. Similarly, they also select a secretary and a treasurer, which is responsible for managing the finances and the work of the actual local chapter. Chapters who have large number of full members will also adopt what we call a shura, which is in a way a board of directors, a small set of group of senior members or team members who will be able to decide on matters for a day-to-day operation of the chapter. Currently, we have about 8 regions and over 350 full members around the country who are focused on ensuring that our work in these chapters and the work of the organization is carried in these chapters. Now, some of the things that you may want to understand about the chapters and how the chapters are done. Chapters will have all the different plans and programs of the organization implemented. For example, they may have a lead that will be responsible for Dawah projects. So they may be engaged with the national organizations such as Dawah Islam or Gain Peace or the National Dawah Campaign. And on behalf of those organizations, they will be implementing different work of that Dawah work in their own chapters and regions. Similarly, they will have someone who is responsible for the tarbiyah. In addition to the actual chapter president, they will engage in activities and will perform activities on an ongoing basis where they will bring every member of the organization and invite others to their gatherings to be able to discuss matters of tarbiyah in terms of educating the members. So every element and every operation of the organization is done through these chapters. And these chapters are the vital organs of the organization, which provides their reach into the communities around the country. So another example, if you think of one of the organizations we'll be talking about shortly here is ICNA Council for Social Justice. So social justice issues around the country the campaigns would be created by the national entity, and it will be transitioned, it will be informed, these local chapters will be informed, and a social justice coordinator in the local chapter would take those campaigns and will implement them around in their regions and their chapters. So it works in tandem very closely with the national organization, but at the same time, these local organizations are the way how we implement these programs and plans into the local communities. So we invite you to look at the charter and bylaws of the organization, where there's a lot more detail available about the local chapters and how they're organized, what are some of the responsibilities. And inshallah, we'll be doing other courses where we will discuss the bylaws of the organization in a lot more detail. And as a matter of fact, we'll stress on the different responsibilities and the qualities of every office bearer in that regard. So that will be inshallah coming in coming weeks and months as a separate course bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Jazakumullah khairan for your attention. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.